When I am dead, wrap the mantle of the red, the black and the green around me. For in the new life I shall rise up with God's grace and blessing to lead the millions of the heights and the triumph that you well know. Look for me in a world when there is storm. Look for me all around you. For with God's grace I shall come back with countless millions of black men and women who have died in America, those who have died in the West Indies, and those who have died in Africa to aid you in the fight for liberty, freedom, and life. Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. They gave leadership to our foreparents, and that leadership made them slaves. But we have decided to find a leadership of our own to make ourselves free men. Our great scholars have inspired through the colleges and universities have thrown away the blessed record. Babylon did it. Assyria did it. France under Napoleon did it. Germany under Prince von Bismarck did it. England under America under George Washington did it. Africa with 400 million black people can do it. If you cannot do it, if you are not prepared to do it, then you will die. You race of cowards, you race of imbeciles, you race of good for nothing. If you cannot do what other men have done, what other nations have done, what other races have done, then you have better die. Can we do it? We can do it. We shall do it. We are praying to God for vision and for leadership. And He is giving us a universal vision. A vision that will not limit our possibilities to America. A vision that will not limit our possibilities to the West Indies, but a vision that said there must be a free and redeemed Africa. Christ the crucified, Christ the despised. We appeal to you for help, for succor, for leadership. When you endeavor to carry your burden of the heights of Calvary, when white men scorn you, when white men scorn you, when white men spat upon you, when white men pierced your side out of which blood and water goes forth, it was a black man in the name of Simon the Syrian who took your cross and bore it up the heights of Calvary. And now that we are bearing our burden of being so heavy, we just ask that you just help us all up the heights. Oh yes, the cause is grand, the cause is glory. Surely we shall not turn back. Oh, sail on, sail on, sail on, almighty shepherd, sail on until the flag of the red, the black, and the green is perched upon the hills of Africa. Because the time has come for the black man to forget his hero worship of other races and to create and emulate heroes of his own. We must unite our own saints, create our own masters, and elevate the positions of fame and honor black men and women who have made a distinct contribution to our racial history. Sojourner Truth is worthy of a place of sainthood alongside the Joan of Arc. Christopher Harris and George William Gordon are entitled to the halo of martyrdom with no less glory than the martyrs of any other race. To St. Levitor's brilliancy as a soldier or a statesman outshone that of any other people, hence he's entitled to the highest place as a hero among men. Because Africa created millions and countless millions of black men and women in war and peace, whose luster and bravery outshone that of any other people. So why not see good and perfection in ourselves? We must inspire our literature and promulgate the doctrine of our own without any apologies to the powers that be. Just like it's ours and God. Let sentiments and cross opinions go to the wind. We are entitled to our own opinion and are not obligated to or bound by the opinions of others. If others laugh at you, return the laughter to them. If they limit you, return the compliment with equal force. Because they have no more right to dishonor, discredit you in manhood that you have in dealing with them. Honor them when they honor you. Disrespect and disregard them when they vilely treat you. Their arrogance is but skin deep, an assumption that has no foundation in morals or in law. They have sprung from the same family tree of obscurity as we have. Their history is as rude in its primitiveness as ours. Their ancestors were running wild in living in trees with branches like monkeys as ours. They made human sacrifices, ate the flesh of their own dead and wild meat from beasts for centuries, even as they have accused us of doing. Their cannibalism is more prolonged than ours. When we were embracing the banks of the Nile, they were still drinking blood out of the skulls of their conquered dead. After our civilization had reached the noonday of progress, they were still living in holes with bats, rats, and other insects and animals. After we had already unfathomed the mystery of the stars and reduced the heavenly constellations to minute and regular calculus, there were still backwoodsmen living in ignorance and in blatant darkness. The world is indebted to us for the benefits of civilization. They stole our arts and sciences from Africa. Then why should we be ashamed of ourselves? Their modern improvements to be reflected and resurrected by our generation and our posterity. Why should we be discouraged if somebody laughs at us today? Who's to tell what tomorrow will bring forth? Did they not laugh at Christ, Moses, Muhammad? Was there not a Carthage, Greece, and Rome? So we see and have changes every day. So pray, work, be steadfast, and be not dismayed. Because of the Jew is held together by his religion, the white race is by the assumption and the unwritten law of superiority, the Mongolian by the precious tie of blood. Likewise, the black man must unite in one grand racial hierarchy. Our union must know no clime, no nationality, but let us all hold together in every country, in every clime, making a racial empire upon which the sun shall never set. Let no voice but your own speak to you from the depths. Let no influence but your own rouse you in time of peace and time of war. Hear all, but attend only to that which concerns you. Your allegiance shall be to your God, your race, your country. Remember that the Jew in his political and economic origins always first the Jew. The white man is first a white man under all circumstances, so you can do no less. Be black, buy black, think black, and all else will take care of itself. Let no one inoculate you with evil doctrines to suit his own convenience. Charity begins at home. So first to thyself be true, and thou canst not then depart of no man. Because God and nature first made us what we are. And out of our own creative genius, we make ourselves what we want to be. Follow always that great law. Let God and the sky be our limit and eternity our measurement. There is no height to which you cannot climb without the active intelligence of your own mind. Mind creates, and as much as we desire in nature, we can have through the creation of our own mind. And today, being scientifically the weaker race, you shall treat others only as they treat. But in your homes and everywhere possible, you must teach the higher development of science to your children. And make sure that we have a race of scientists par excellence. For in religion and science lies our only hope to withstand the evil designs of modern materialism. Never forget your God. Remember that we live, work, and play for a binding racial hierarchy, whose only natural, spiritual, and political limits shall be God and Africa at home and abroad. With God's dearest blessings, I leave you for a while. One love. Brothers and sisters, Marcus, Mosiah, Garvey.
That's right. Giving love and honor to the great ancestor. His birthday will be tomorrow. Tomorrow. Marcus Garvey's birthday is tomorrow. And what a great leader he was. Honor to all those that are tuning in right now. Thank you very much. This is King Simon, your brother. This today is called a conversation, online, open line conversation with King Simon. I will be giving out the call-in numbers in a few minutes, but I do want to say something that we got to show love and honor to those ancestors that have put in the work. They may not have been perfect, but they put in a work that is here to stay and here to remind us of what we need to constantly do. And it ain't over until we win. Like Baba Kaba Hiawatha says, it ain't over until we win. This is your brother, King Simon Kweku. Kweku means young man born on a Wednesday, because I was born on a Wednesday. It's a name from out of Africa. I believe it's Ghanaian in origin, but I believe it's Ghanaian in origin, but I was born on Wednesday, February 1st, 67. And I play Garvey because not only was Garvey an inspiration to myself, but he was also an inspiration to my family. Come to find out that my grandfather, who died probably like 3, 4, 5 years ago, who transitioned at the age of 103, heading into 104, he was a friend of Marcus Garvey. And he was one of those amongst, as a young man, in the struggle for the UNIA in Jamaica at that time. And he was one of those that used to be out there petitioning and singing songs of release for Garvey when he was locked up in Spanish Town, Jamaica, at GP General Penitentiary. And that was not too far from my grandfather's house. So enough respect to my grandfather, another ancestor who did his work as a private contractor. But he used to express to me that he and Garvey and many others were of support, was there helping and working with the Garvey movement back in the day. So I'm honored to have that bloodline going through my blood on my mother's side. But also, we just had a birthday for Cubano, former president, or one who died in office himself, the only Castro, Fidel Castro. And one of my grandfathers or great grandfathers was actually the chef for Castro during the revolution. So it's very interesting, because during the revolution, you don't know who to trust. And you know how many assassination attempts happened on Castro's life. So for my great grandfather in Cuba to be one of the chef for Fidel Castro, it's a great honor because he was good with the knives. Yes, he was good with his knives and weapons, but also he was an excellent swimmer. But in order for someone to be a chef or a cook for somebody during the revolution, you had to have trusted him. You had to trust him. So my on that side, my great grandfather was trusted by Fidel Castro, and his birthday was August the 13th. Another great Leo, and of course, in July the 23rd, they had His Imperial Majesty, the last reigning emperor of Ethiopia. His birthday passed. That was July 23rd. So enough respect to all the Rastas, all the Coptic Christians, all of the great Muslims and the people that connected with each other back in those days, who worked with each other, or however you worked, whatever you did, or what kind of movement you made in the UNIA and whatever was done. Enough respect to the UNIA, because the UNIA made a strong impact with over 15 million strong people that was in support of the most honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, which he will be celebrating his birthday tomorrow. And which is very interesting because when I do his numerology, his alignment number was a 25, which is a 7, which not only is a very meticulous and deep thinker, that what Garvey was, but also he was an observer. He was an observer. He watched and paid attention. Marcus Garvey paid attention and observed a lot. But also because of how his downfall went and what had happened with people inside of his organization that was secretly plotting against him, 7 also means secret things being revealed and him needing to pay attention to his intuition. And I'm sure at some point he knew that he was going down. At some point he knew that there were infiltrators in the UNIA at that time. Also because of his personality number being a number 8, a number 17, which is an 8. 17 in numerology is what we call the legacy leaving number. Not only has he left a legacy for his family, the Julius Garvey and the other Garveys that were part of his family, like the books that he wrote, but Marcus Garvey left a legacy for us to continue on, that one love, one aim, one destiny, one God, one aim, one destiny, that type of. And if you haven't read the philosophies and opinions of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, I suggest you put that in your collection and study it, because he was way ahead of his time. And there were people before him that also did what they do, but Garvey was the Leo mouthpiece that roared like a lion and made it happen. So enough respect to all of the people that also are readers of Garvey's material and are implementing it in some form or fashion in their life today. Please relook, revise, and go back to Garvey and study some of his work. You'll see that a lot of people that came after him was basically following the same tenets, just that Marcus Garvey was Pan-Africanist 100%, 1000%. And then according to the year Marcus Garvey was born, which was 1887, which adds up to a 24, and 2 plus 4 equals the 6. 6 is a love. 6 is a benefit. 6 is the balance. 6 is also the need for truth, justice, reciprocity for the great balance in the world. So, and his love for the people was really shown to what he wanted to do and what he wanted to share with everybody out there. So enough respect to Garvey's love for the people. And then his life path, when you add the 8 plus the 17 plus the 1887 equals 1912. 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 2 equals 13. In numerology, the number 13 is a powerhouse number that, if used correctly, if the 13 is used correctly, it will give whoever holds it and whoever keeps it and whoever uses it correctly power. But if it is abused, then it can reap destruction. So the 1 plus the 3, the 1 dealing with the leadership qualities, the 3 dealing with the expansive qualities, and then it equals the 4 that deals with the structure and the organization that he's organized with the UNIA. But on the negative of the number 4, 4 represents secret enemies, secret haters that he had to watch out for. So he was always on the lookout and should have always kept one eye open when it came to enemies. If I would have done some type of service for him, I would have told him that privately in his privately home or wherever he was with his beautiful wife, or the first wife or the second wife at the time. But Garvey also transitioned on June the 10th, 1940. Now, let me clarify something. In numerology, there's cycles in people's life. And one particular shadow of the cycle that he was entering was his critical cleansing cycle. June 10th, around that time, going into June the 22nd, that was definitely around his going into his critical cleansing cycle. So critical cleansing cycle is one of those cycles that you have to be leery of when those things come up. Also, he was in a number 3-year cycle, and 3 and 4 can be very, challenging to one another and his life path was a 4, but 3, and because his personality was an 8, 3, 4, and 8 can be very challenging to one another if they don't expand in the proper way. And it was a 3-year that he was taken down, and around that 3-year, and that's when he transitioned in that 3-year. But 3-year also represents expansion, because even upon his death, the cubs are still coming out. The cubs are still stretching forth. The cubs are stretching forth in music. The cubs are stretching forth in business. The cubs are stretching forth in politics. The cubs are still there. The cubs of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, because like he said, even in the whirlwind, he will come back in the whirlwind. And he has come back in the whirlwind of our very spirits and our souls. So Marcus Garvey did his work, and it's upon us to do our work. It's upon us to do our work in whatever level we can. That's what it is important, So it's all about Marcus Garvey tomorrow. In the next couple hours, we will be going into Marcus Garvey's Earth Day celebration. Many celebrations are happening in the around the world, especially around the United States in United States around Garvey. I know many celebrations are happening in England. I know there's celebrations in Jamaica and throughout the Caribbean for the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And I gotta hand it to a lot of the major reggae artists that kept Garvey in their music. You know, I was one of those reggae artists that also kept Garvey in my music, that also spoke about Garvey in my songs back in the day. But big up the people like Burning Spear and Bob Marley, and people like Chronix, and people like Luciano, and people like Tony Rebel, and people like Queen Africa, and people like Sister Carol. All these great reggae artists that I've known, that I've worked with over the years, and all the new ones that have decided to keep them in the play, keep Garvey in their mind, the Buju Bantans, the Kiapotans, of course, the Anthony B's, the Bushmans, all of these great brothers that I've known and worked with at some capacity when I was working at SOBs or Irving Plaza or different places like Madison Square Garden and all that kind of stuff. These are people that I've worked with in the reggae fraternity and community. People like Culture, and now that the son of Culture has taken over the band, Kenyatta has taken over the band and turned Culture into another level, and and of course bands like Midnight and all the rest of them that are doing great jobs. We have to commend the reggae artists that kept it going. See, I even touched on a lot of stuff. I mentioned Marcus Garvey in my book called No Promotion is Bad Promotion. Just spell my name right. You can get it on Amazon and Kindle. It's called No Promotion is Bad Promotion. I even have a picture of Marcus Garvey in my book because, like I said earlier, my grandfather was a friend and also a part of the UNIA when he was in his 20s. And he was one of those people that would constantly go to the prison, and they would constantly rally around the prison when he was shipped back to Jamaica and placed in GP, General Penitentiary, in Spanish Town, Jamaica, which my family's house was not too far from. So love and honor to the great Marcus Garvey, that old soul that continues to permeate throughout the very energies of the world, that continues to still speak loud through his material and his books and his lectures. Those who are just tuning in, I just played a lecture of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and I might play it before I leave here. But I just want to, like I said, this is a conversational piece with me. I want to also say happy birthday to Brother Panic's wife, Sister Khadija. Her birthday will be tomorrow. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to Sister Kafunya. Today is her birthday, the 16th. Marcus Garvey's birthday and Sister Khadija's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday to all you Leos out there that are celebrating your Earth Strong. You have some great energy around you, Leo. So if you're not using it for your highest, then you're using it for the lowest, and then you're not becoming your greatest. So you need to strive to be your greatest. And if you need help to be your greatest, don't hesitate to text me when it's time to get your full Numerovation reading so I can motivate you with your numbers to guide you to the very best. Now, this that you see on my head is something that Dr. Africa got out of Africa. This is his. This is not mine. So, yes, this is the representing the higher part of wisdom and knowledge and all, of course, dealing with that serpent energy. So, understand that this is not mine. This is not mine. This is Dr. Africa. He has it here in the room, so I just decided to put it on because it looks good. I wear it well. So, like I said, this is a conversation with King Simon, a live open line conversation with King Simon. And why I do numbers in certain perspective and certain things and do it the way I do it, it's because it's all about guiding each and every one of you. And like I said, I'm going to give out the number momentarily so you can call in. We'll give out the number so you can call in and we can actually talk. You can talk live with me on air because this is an open line. So I'm going to throw the number in this in the chat, the live chat. I'm going to throw the number in the live chat, and then we're going to make it happen. Whoever wants to call in and talk, and if they have anything they want to say about Marcus Mosiah Garvey, please do. If you have any stories of how Garvey, how Marcus Mosiah Garvey changed your life in any way, please do. If you want to talk about numbers, if you want to do your numbers real quick for this year, 2019, going into 2020, please do. We can do that. And I'm going to post the number right now. I'm not going to be here for too long, so I'm just going to be up here probably till 10:30 or 11 o'clock. Might go to 11 o'clock. And let's talk to the people. All right. So the number is posted right now. I'm posting the number right now on King Simon Presents on the live chat. And the number is 347-745-6828. Before you call in, please turn down your speaker so we do not get a feedback. Please turn down your speaker so we do not get a feedback. Please turn down your speaker so we do not get a feedback. The number to call in if you want with a live open line conversation with King Simon is 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828. And I am going to someone in Florida. Turn down your speaker. Yes, how can I help you? This is King Simon.
King Simon. Hey, King. How you doing, brother?
Peace, sir. How are you, my brother? Anything you want to say about Marcus Mosiah Garvey?
Marcus Mosiah Garvey, brother, did inspire me when I was younger. He was one of the first Black historians that I learned about. I learned about the UNIA, and he kind of began my journey into learning about Black history.
That's good.
I was a brother that came from the streets, so most of my life I was dealing with, street stuff.
Yeah.
And as I got older, I became a little more, I guess you would say, revolutionary. and I began to research my revolutionary brothers, and he was one of the first ones that got me on my journey that led me to where I am today.
Where you calling from, brother?
Brother's birthday is tomorrow.
Whose brother? Whose birthday?
Marcus Garvey.
Yeah, his birthday is tomorrow. That's right. His brother is the 17th. He was born 1887. That's right. That's right. His birthday is tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I'm a Leo too, so he's part of my Lions gang.
Yes, sir. When is your birthday, sir?
August 21st.
Okay, you're born the same day as Umar Johnson. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Umar Johnson and Hussein Bolt is born the same day.
Yes, sir. Now, I knew Hussein Bolt. I knew that. Okay, I didn't know
yes.
Umar Johnson. Okay.
Yes, that's right. And matter of fact, you're going into, let me see, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're going into number 5 years. So you're in your crossroads of your life. This is a good time to make certain decisions that you need to do. You got to really realize and recognize, because right now it's about changing. You want to make certain changes in your life because you're entering this 5-year cycle. 5 deals with change, freedom, traveling, movement. Also, it's a year of expansion for you. So if you want to expand in your job or expand in your business, this is a good year to do that. But 5 is also a traveling thing. So it's all about traveling and expanding beyond where you at. Don't settle for less. Travel and expand beyond, because you got the gift of gab, because that 21 is the number 3, which is the gift of gab energy, just like Usain Bolt, just like Umar Johnson, just like anybody born under 3. So use that. And like I said, you're making certain decisions for the next few years. You're going to be in a crossroads of your life. See, the crossroads started last year, this year, next year, and the year after. So between those 4 years, because it's dealing with 4 different points, so to speak. Like when you stand in the middle of a crossroad, you got 4 different points to go, but you got to make a good decision. The best thing for you as being born under that sign of being born under that number, of course, being a Leo, you got to run your own business. Definitely. You should, at least if you're working for somebody, set up your own business on the side. And this is a good year for you to promote something like that. If you do have your own business, it is important for you to open it, to expand it to the next level. So do all the due diligence of research that you need. Do all the due diligence of education that you need, because you're going into that cycle this year, next year, and the year after. Okay. All right. I hope that helped you.
Oh, absolutely, brother, absolutely.
Thank you, brother.
Your book also helped me a lot too, brother. So I want to thank you for Numbers Are Simple.
People are complicated. Thank you very much.
In front of me. You also turned me on to Lord Strayhorn.
Yes, sir.
Numbers in You.
Yes, sir.
And Lord's Numbers in You workbook.
Yes, sir.
It was because of you.
Yes.
I saw you on Brother Rich.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
On the Underground Railroad, and I ordered all 3 books right then. And ever since then, brother, you introduced me to numerology, and
I appreciate you, brother. And because you're very intuitive, so pay attention to your intuition, man. Just use it and don't go against your gut feelings. If your gut feelings say don't go there, don't go there. If your gut feelings say go there, go there. You are very intuitive. Just stay optimistic and stay focused. All right, my brother?
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. That's my brother. Another Leo just called in. His birthday is August the 28th. August the 21st. I'm sorry, August the 21st. He's the same day as my dear brother, Dr. Umar Johnson, and of course, Usain Bolt, whom I've not yet met, but I remember being in Jamaica at the time when he won his first championship. Place was packed, but I had to leave the airport because I knew it was going to get overpacked and the whole street was going to be packed down. I wouldn't be able to leave. But you're more than welcome to call in. You want to talk about Marcus Garvey? You want to talk about any of your ancestors that have done some great work? Please call in. This is an open line conversation with King Simon at 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828. Once again, before you call in, turn down your speaker. Turn down your speaker so we do not get any feedback. Turn down your speaker so we do not get any feedback. That's 347-745-6828 is the number to call in and talk to your brother, King Simon, from another mommy and another daddy. That's who I am. I'm wearing my blue blocker glasses that KT, the Arch Degree, recommend, and I got it from that family. So it is what it is. You got to call in if you want to talk to me. You calling from the UK, you might have to call in on WhatsApp. You know what I'm saying? Let me go straight to the phone line. Yes, good day. Turn down your speaker. Turn down your speaker. Good day, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Hello.
Good evening. My name is Janae, and it is a pleasure to speak with you.
Hey.
I met you one time in passing at, I think it was Dan, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember Dan, so being up there, but I saw you in passing, and you're awesome, as well as, actually, was it, I got to meet Roy Sturhorn as well.
Okay. and when is your birthday, darling?
My birthday is April 18th.
April 18th. Okay. And you so you just had a birthday, of course, recently, right? Yeah. Well, now that you're in 2019, you're in the, what's so interesting is that you're in the year of your master number 11. So you're in right now what we call the fame and fortune year on one hand, but also on the other hand, visionary, writing down your stuff and expanding on your stuff, because you're in your expansive year since last year, coming into this year, and next year you have an expansive year. Good years. These are some good years for you if you use it well, if you write your ideals and put your ideals to work. Remember, everything begins with an ideal. Even the phone that we're on and the computer that we're using, everything begins with an ideal and a blueprint. So even if you don't have the funds, it's all right. If you're serious about the ideal that you want, this is a great year and next year moving forward to put your ideas into fruition. Even starting a job or starting your own business on the side, it's also good for you, because you said you were born April 18th, correct?
Correct.
And so that 4 plus the 18 equals 22. So you got a master number energy at your alignment number. So that, and usually people that have the 22 or the master numbers, they usually by default fall to the lower octave of the number 4. So you always got to protect your mind. You always stay motivated, stay away from listening to negative music and negative people and negative news. Does that make sense?
No, that definitely makes a lot of sense, and I've caught myself with that, and I was like, this doesn't work for me.
No.
And I'll listen to something.
That's right.
That
because with that 22 alignment number, you got to protect your mind, because 22 is a master number, but it's a master number of focus. It's a master number of building. The only way you could build anything. See, one thing people don't understand, the way Kemet built all those pyramids, and all those pyramids was being built at the way they look and how they present themselves in Egypt or Kemet right now, they had to have a peace of mind. They had to be at peace. So as a master builder like you are, and those are master builded pyramids like you are a master builder, as far as your alignment number, and how I got that is when I add the 4 plus the 18 equals 22. So I always look at particular numbers. So that 22 says that you need to have a peace of mind if you want to build your legacy or build yourself or build your career or build your health. You always got to take care of your health, and you have to always think on a universal level, because you're born on the 18, which is a 9. So your mind always have to be at a universal loving energy. I'm not saying that you're a punk, never be a punk, but always remember, you always got to think higher than other people because of the master number dynamic that you have at one point, and then the 18, which adds up to a number 9, which deals with the higher level or the higher decree of all the numbers, because all the numbers are is inside of the number 9. Okay, so recognize that you always have to stay at a higher level, regardless of whom or what. Okay, I hope that helped you.
That was helpful, and actually, to kind of tee off what you said for the pyramids, I was in Egypt last week.
Really?
Really?
Oh, cool.
I was in Cairo, so that was amazing.
So I'm just connecting your numbers to those master builders out there. You got the talent, you got the power. Just use it and don't abuse it, and don't. Sometimes 22s, people that have that 22 and that 18 frequency, sometimes, because 18 in numerology. I'm going to put out a book, 18 in numerology. What Shiro says, and I'm showing the book online for a reason. Shiro says about the 18, he says it is symbolic of materialism striving to destroy the spiritual side of nature. It's generally association of person with bitter quarrels or quarrels with family, upheavals, revolution. And it also indicates money and position, also making money through wars, but it's also a warning, if you're not living on this highest level. It's also a warning of treachery and deception from other people. That's the number 18. So you always got to be careful of the circle you keep and who you allow in your circle. Not everybody deserves to be there, and I think you already know that.
That's true. And I also want to say thank you for your time. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate the breakdown for the master numbers, and I did also buy your book.
Thank you. Look out for my next book next year. That's going to be powerful. Because I'm dealing with numerovation and depression, how to use numbers for depression. And because you have that 22-4 and you're born in the 4th month, you always got to protect your mind from depression and worry and all of that. You understand? So it's going to be very helpful.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and make sure you do a reading with me when you get a chance. Hey, I can do full readings.
I definitely will do that.
Okay, thank you very much, beautiful, and have a great evening. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's right. Hey, love master number 22, man, because 22 is also ruled by the Aquarian sign. So we're in the age of it, and we're filling in that trickling of Aquarius. You can give me a call. We're here, Conversations with King, open line conversation with King Simon at 347-745-6828. You can call me also on WhatsApp. If you're calling from out of England, you can call me on WhatsApp if you want. You're more than likely this conversation with. I'll be here till like probably 11 o'clock. Let's go to the phone line. Please turn down your speaker. Yes, good evening. How are you? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Now, speaking about depression.
Yes, ma'am.
I just lost my husband in April. And I've been very depressed, and I don't know how to move forward.
You just divorced your husband? What happened?
He passed April the 27th.
Oh, sorry. Transitioned. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Condolences. And when is your birthday? When is your birthday?
July 21st, 1965.
July 21st, 19. You're born the same day as a friend of mine's that's doing quite well with herself. You said 1965?
No, 55.
55. Okay, well, let me say something here. 7 plus 21 plus 2019. Okay, so 11, 12, 13. Okay, so you're in a 4-year cycle, which is interesting. You are in a 4-year cycle of sometimes the 4 holds on to depression. You're still deep in your thoughts about it, aren't you? You're very deep in your thoughts. So this is what I want you to do, sister. Listen to motivational speakers, because you're in that cycle of the mental mental cycle right now. So listen to motivational speakers like Les Brown, Ian Levon Zant, Tony Robbins, if you can, Eric Thomas. Listen to things that keep you motivated, because when you're in a 4-year cycle, sister, and then you just went through a loss, it's important to always keep your mind on a higher level, because 4 is on the positive, 4 is the number of discipline, structure, organization, but it's about discipline and organizing and structuring your mind. Remember, that person who transitioned is still part of you, because you still have the essence of that person around you. So set up an altar of respect for him, not an altar to worship or praise it, just an altar of respect for that person, and sit down and talk to that person's picture. Sit down, and because I know it with the number that you're born at, you have you dreamt about the person yet? Yes, I can tell that you yes, you. And how did he look in the dream? So see what I'm saying? He's telling you that he's all right, and he's around you. If he came to you in your dream, he's telling you something, and you got to pay attention to that. Now he's telling you to also, because your life path is a number 3, he's telling you to always stay optimistic. There's an optimism that you have to maintain, and once you get through this frequency and it's all right. It's all right to let it go. It's all right to cry. It's all right to talk to friends and talk to people and talk to other people that's going to continue to encourage you. But because you born on the 21st and your life path is a number 3, you always have to stay on the jovial level. And that's why you have to constantly listen to motivational speakers, especially in this type of cycle. And if you have to, go to a therapist and seek some help so somebody can constantly talk to you and keep you on a high level.
I'm going to call you.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I mean,
I listen to you all the time.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I listen to you all the time.
Thank you. I'm going to call you for a room because I didn't need help. Because I just kind of suicidal.
Yeah. Especially in this cycle, especially because you just, and it's all right. Don't take. It's not for you to take that negative route. It's really for you to stay and write about what your experience is, because people born on the 21st or have that 3 life path are supposed to take their pains, pleasures, and passions and turn it into profit. So whatever pain you have, write down memories of that person, the good times. And what I want you to do is if you eat mint or whatever type of candy or mint, I want you to think about that person. It's an old religious custom out of Islam, but they take mint and put it in their mouth and think about the sweetness of that person. So every time you think about that person, put mint in your mouth and you think about the sweetness of the person, the good times that you had with that person, and how that person would want you to move on and just be your greatest self. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, does this look like also a reading?
Say it again?
When I get ready to call you for a reading, is this number?
No. The number to call me to text me your full name and date of birth is 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. That's only if you want to text me for a reading to set up an appointment with me. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's enough. Thank you.
Well, thank you, sister. And like I said, set up an altar of respect and talk to him. And if he came to you in your dreams and he looked well, he's telling you something. Stay focused, girl. Everything is all right.
I have the altar set up.
Good.
I already did that, but thank you.
But stay motivated, all right? That's what it's all about.
So thank you.
Thank you, sister.
All right.
Peace. Yes, that's what numerology can do, is help you also. Because remember, I do Numerovation, family. I'm here to motivate you to be your very best. So even when you're going through times like that, when you're in those depressive cycles, and she's in the number 4-year cycle, 4 is one of those numbers that deal with depression. And if you don't, you control your mind. So you have the point where you need to infiltrate your mind with constant motivation when you're going through depression, or even talking to, she said she had thoughts of suicide. Talking to a suicide hotline is all right. And I can give you the number to that. I got no problems giving away the suicide hotline because they are trained professionals to answer all those questions for people that are going through things like suicidal thoughts and all that. It's all right to call the suicide hotline because, like I said, they are trained to do it. And sometimes you have to share that with other people. I'm going to find the number right now. So anybody going through any form of depression, please don't hesitate. Do not hesitate to call the suicide prevention hotline, which is 1-800-273-8255. The National Suicide Prevention Hotline. If you're going through any type of depression because of a loss of a loved one or you've been traumatized in any way, they are trained to handle and talk you down or keep you in conversation. And the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. That's if you are going through any form of depression, you need somebody to talk to for free. Also, I do have mental health teammates that work in the mental health field. And if you need their number, I can give you Sister Natasha Dezzoni, who's also into the mental health field, and she can talk to you. I know she has a free 20 minutes. If you want to talk with her, I can give you her number. Just contact me and text me that you want her number. Again, yes, this is Open Line Conversation with Brother King Simon. That's Open Line Conversation with Brother King Simon on King Simon Presents on YouTube. The number here is 347-745-4828. That's 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828. We can talk about Garvey's birthday tomorrow. We could talk about anything you want to talk about. But if you want to do briefly with your numbers, please call me at 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828. I'll be up here for the next half an hour if you want to talk to me. But please turn down your speaker so we don't get a feedback. Turn down your speaker so we don't get a feedback. Good evening. How are you? Welcome to King Simon Open Line. Hello. Brother, what's up? Wagwan, what's up? What's up, my brother?
Nothing much. I just had a question about number 17. It's like major events that's been happening. Okay.
Say that again. Repeat that again. Say it again.
I think going back to the number 17, like the major events have happened on the 17th over the past few years. On
the 17th? So are you? What day are you born?
January 11th, 1985.
Oh, January 11th. What? 1985. Okay, you're born the same day as Mary J. Blige, huh? Interesting. And she goes through a whole lot of stuff. But what's so interesting about that your birthday, right? You say you have things happen to you on the 17th a lot, on the 17th? Now, did you know that your life path is a number 26, which is an 8, and the 1 + 7 is also an 8? Did you know that? Yeah, there it goes. There's what you attract. That's why you attract. Exactly. Now you got it. Now see how number patterns start showing up for a reason. Now, were there good things that happened or were there bad things that happened?
Bad things like accidents, losing jobs.
Okay. So see, how long have that been happening for?
The past 3 years. Since 2017.
Look at that. Look at that, my brother. See, you now you start recognizing the patterns, my brother. 13. Now, what's so interesting? 2017. When you add the day you were born with the month you were born. I mean, the month you were born with the day you were born with that year 2017, it adds up to 2029. So the 2 and the 9 is 11. Then the other 2 is 12, 13. So you have been in your crossroads of your life since 2017. So these are major crossroad decisions you have to make. So the number 4 because it adds up to that number there, that of course 12, 13, because it has a 13, 4 can be one of those challenge health numbers for you if you're not careful, if you're not disciplined. But for a person like you, and in some forms of numerology, because your life path is a number 8, and the sign that you're born under is Capricorn, which also equals to a number 8, is connected to the number 8. 4 starts off, could be very challenging for you if you don't maintain a certain amount of discipline and organization with yourself and keeping a certain order. Also, because you're born on the master number 11, you always got to be careful of people who try to deceive you. Because if you're not being deceived, you're deceiving other people. So it's always best for you to always live on your highest and wisest and your greatest level ever, especially in this. And have you set up an altar of respect for your ancestors? Because you're a very old soul. If you still like old school music, you like old ways, you're a very old soul. That makes sense? So start tapping into your ancestors for guidance. And start getting listen to people like Mitchell Gibson. Mitchell Gibson is very good for somebody like you, born under the master number, that needs spiritual guidance and spiritual protection. Okay? Mitchell Gibson is Dr. Mitchell Gibson. Very good brother. Okay? But now you know where your 8s and all the other stuff. So what all those things that's been happening to you is a lesson and a blessing. Don't make it a curse. All you have to do is turn up your spiritual guidance and your ancestral guidance. You just need to turn it up and down. You just need to reposition yourself and start understanding your connection to your ancestry and who and what is around you and who is in your bloodline. That's what's important for you. Okay? And make sure you do a reading with me, because I read names. I do the whole session, man. I do the whole thing, man. All right? Thank you, my brother. You be safe. All right? Thank you. Peace. This is King Simon. Turn down your speaker. Turn down your speaker. If you want to talk to me, turn down your speaker so we don't get a feedback. How you doing? I don't know what he is saying, but respect to you, my brother, whatever you're doing. I don't know what that brother is saying, but respect to that brother. Whatever he is doing, make sure you do it well. Let's do it at peace, my brother. But this is about the conversation. This is an open line conversation with King Simon. You can call me at 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828, so it's important, so let's go to Oregon. I see somebody calling me from out of Oregon. Turn down your speaker, please. How can I help you? This is King Simon.
Hi, good evening. My name is Melinda, and I am working. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm embarking in a new journey. But it seems like every time I'm getting ready to, this is the second time this happened. Next time that I'm getting ready to do something major, something tries to hinder me, or something tries to make me go into depression mode. I too am a fellow Capricorn, born under 17, and I just don't know, and it's just not a coincidence that Marcus Garvey's birthday is tomorrow.
No, it's not. Hey,
you're like right on time.
So you're born January 17th?
Yes.
Okay, so you're born the same day as Steve Harvey, Muhammad Ali, of course, Michelle Obama. You're born the same day as Shabba Ranks. All kind of people you born under. So you know what's so interesting about that number 17? I tell people all the time that it is a legacy leaving number, indeed. And right now you're in you're 10, 11, 12. You're in a 3-year cycle that can be a challenge to you, but you have to really protect your nerves. See, the 17, the 1 and the 7. So you get anxiety sometimes, right? Yeah. And that's just not. And what year are you born? Let me get that year first.
89.
1989. Okay, let me add it all up for you and let's see what we get here. 1989. Okay, there it goes. You got a number 9 year cycle. So everything you see, when you are striving to take it to the next level, you ever flew on a plane?
Yeah.
Every time we go, when we're trying to take it to the next level, there's always turbulence, correct?
Correct.
So you have to be able to deal with the turbulence. So it's all about disciplining your mind because you're born under the 17-8, which is the legacy leaving number, because you're supposed to leave a legacy for whatever children you might have in the future. And that's what you're going to do. But also, because your life path is a number 9, it means to see things to completion. But one thing about 8 and 9, sometimes they have a challenge with each other. But the challenge are meant to be overcome. So I would suggest to somebody like you who might be challenged at those certain points is to either seek some type of guidance with people that are doing the same thing that you want to do to take it to the next level. But also there's a disciplinary, sometimes it takes at least 21 to 22 days to break a habit. So when you start seeing that same thing start happening, reposition yourself, redirect your energy and your mindset, and don't think of it as something negative. Think of it as something positive or something as a learning lesson to you, because that's what it's here to teach you, because you're an old soul. You're an old soul that's supposed to bring old things back into fruition and bring it to light. That's what you're supposed to do. And don't let nobody hold you back from creating your legacy. It's your legacy. You're here to break cycles from your family and the past cycle. So I do say you have to connect with whatever happened and find out the different traumatic stuff that happened in your family, but make sure that you break it so you don't pass it on to your children.
Got it.
Yeah. Make sense?
Thank you so much.
Make sense?
Yeah,
well, I hope you do a numerology session with me. Like, I read the names, I get into all. Yeah, so just text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. But again, because you have those certain particular numbers, the numbers are here to guide you. They're not here to control you. It's like a GPS. If you punch in the right number, they're going to triangulate what's going on in your life and your space and get you to where you got to get to. So even if you know the directions yourself, it's still going to triangulate the fastest way it can go. So that's all numbers are here to do. So I do numerovation to help motivate you with your numbers. Just keep your mind right, keep yourself focused, and study other people that is doing what you want to do and excel, and even go to seminars and workshops and follow them and learn from them. And even study people that are born under your numbers. Study people that are born under your numbers. And that will also help you. Okay?
Awesome.
Thank you, sister. You be safe out there. Peace.
All right.
Bye-bye. Yes. 42 minutes after the hour. 42 minutes after the hour inside my part of America that I'm in. Like I said, people ask me about this. This is Dr. Because don't even think I'm not even bringing it home with me. I'm just wearing it because it's in the room and it looks fun and looks good. And I like it. It's something out of Africa, actually. So you can call in. The call-in number is 347-745-6828. That's 347-6828. Please turn down your speaker so we do not get a feedback. Please turn down your speaker so we do not get a feedback. Yes, good evening. How are you? King Simon. Turn down your speaker, Della. Turn down that speaker so we don't get a feedback. Thank you, darling. What's that? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
And what's your name, darling?
Excited to talk to you. My name is Zuleika.
Hey, Zuleika.
Yeah.
I know a friend of mine's named Zuleika. She's born September 17th, which is interesting. When is your birthday?
My birthday is August 11th. I just celebrated the birthday.
Well, happy birthday to you. That's good. Well, let's see what year you're in right now, because that 11 master number. And you know what's so funny? I was speaking to a friend of mine that's born under the master number 11. And okay, you're in let me see, 11, 12, 13. You're in the number 13 year. You're in the crossroads of your life also. You're in that number 4 year, get your life together. But I was speaking to a friend of mine that is born under master number like you. And if you're doing a job that you don't love, you're actually doing job. That means you're working as a peasant when you're supposed to be doing masterful stuff.
Right.
Because you're a master. Master numbers are supposed to do masterful things. So if you're not doing masterful things on multiple levels, then you're submitting yourself to a lesser frequency than what you was born under. Doesn't make sense?
Definitely.
And what's so interesting about master numbers, and I got to explain this because a lot of us wasn't taught these different modalities. A lot of us don't understand the master numbers, the master number 11, master number 22, master number 33. Sometimes I even call the master numbers 10, 20, and 30. Those are considered potential master numbers. But when you're born under a master number, sometimes it's a little harder for y'all, only because you don't know, you wasn't taught by your parents that you're supposed to do these great masterful things. That's all. Right. And sometimes you second guess yourself a lot. You're indecisive. And you got to, you're laughing because you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, definitely. And I had to push myself. I said, you know what? I'm calling it.
And you know what's so funny is that your alignment number that you're born under and then the master number together would work well, because the 8 plus the 11 equals 19, which equals a 10. And 10 is the wheel of fortune number. That means anything you put your mind to, sister, you can do it, but you got to stop second guessing yourself and stop being indecisive. You're the master number. And you
I'm really trying to push myself to really, come out of my shell a little bit, because I'm a little introverted and I have to protect my energy, because when I'm around people, I'm very lively and I give off a lot of that.
Yes.
And I had to kind of go on conserve mode.
What year are you born? Let me ask that.
84.
1984. Let me do that too. Hold on. Plus 1984 plus 1984 equals, okay, I see you got a five life path. Now, it's all right to one thing about the master number 11 is that equals a 2. It's all about balance. It's all right to be introverted, but you have to have balance. There's a time to come out and there's a time to be it to yourself. Yes, most number 11s are introvert to a certain extent, but you got that 5 life path that says you're supposed to go out there and promote and expand and expound. And then you got the 1910 alignment number that says you're supposed to run your own business. You need to run your own. And I know you need to run your own.
Definitely been working on it. Just haven't been bold enough to really put it out there.
But now this is a good time to do that, because the number 11 is also ruled by the Aquarian energy. And because we're entering in that Aquarius energy, it's time to know and make it happen. And because you're resonating under the number 11, study other number celebrities or study other famous people born under your birthday or born under the number 11, and watch what you need to study. And also, because you have that number 5 life path, try not to be scattered. Avoid scattered mind, because you get a lot of scattered thoughts coming at you. When you really need to discipline yourself, because you're born under the Leo energy, which is ruled by the 1 and the 4, and then you're born in the number 8 month, which is also the disciplinary number. Everything is learnable, sister. Everything is learnable. You just have to, and it's not something that's going to be a quick fix. It takes time. It's process. In every number energy that everybody have out there, sometimes if you want to reach your highest and wisest potential, it takes time. You didn't come right out of the womb soon as your mama was conceived. It took time. So we got, everything takes its time. And I'm going to be doing a thing on YouTube called There's a Time and Season for Everything soon. I'm going to be doing that. That's going to be on. So make sure y'all subscribe to my channel for that.
That's going to be good.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be over there. I'm going to come out from the Bible and the Quran and all that foolishness. I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to have some fun with that. But I'm just letting you know, because you are a master number greatest, it's time to get out of the bleachers and get in the field. Whether you fail or succeed, at least you learn from your failures and reposition yourself in your failures and then move on. And if you succeed, you expand in your success. That's life. That's life. What you doing? Life. Remember, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. Have fun in your dream, girl. Enjoy your dream. It's your dream. Make sure you do it. Hey, make sure you do a session with me, man. Text me and do a session with me. You're gonna love what you hear from your man.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to, definitely. We're going to have a good conversation. The next time I'm in Brooklyn, I'm going to try and link. I definitely have to make that connection.
Yeah, well, I'm out of town, so I do it over phone. So right now I'm in Indiana.
You do it over the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in Indiana right now with Dr. Africa, so I'm enjoying his time.
Wow.
So yeah, the Baba, he keeps me up in a nice room. All this background is his room here. This is one of his rooms he got me. I got TV. Yeah. He hooks me up. That's his crown. I'm just borrowing it. All right, sis. You take care. All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You too. Peace.
Bye-bye.
That's right. It is 10 minutes before 11 o'clock inside the United States, on this part of the United States, the Eastern Coast. It's 50 minutes after the hour. It's King Simon. Open line with your brother, King Simon. The number here is 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828. And make sure you go to Dr. Africa's website. Get some of his products, man. I'm going to his factory that his wife runs, and they really take time to make their herbs. They really got a clean setup. It's a real, and it keeps all the good, peaceful music around the herbs, and you can't touch their herbs if you got negative vibes. It's deep. So I respect what Dr. Africa is doing. Make sure you go to his website, LailaAfrica.com. I'm gonna put that up in the live chat. Laila Africa, Africa.com, and get some herbs from him. Get his books, get all of his books. And I'm going to go to the phone line. Make sure you turn down your speaker so we don't get a feedback. Yes, good evening. How are you? This is King Simon. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, turn down your speaker, sis, so you don't get you'll get a feedback, because you're listening. It's a delay. So turn down your speaker. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
What's up? How can I help you?
I just wanted to give you my name and my birthday, and
well, just give me your birthday. The name comes when you do a full session with me. All that. I get your first, middle, and last name. So what is your birthday, darling?
July 25th.
Hold on, July. You said July 25th?
Yes.
Oh, so you just had a birthday. What year are you born there?
1992.
What? 1992? What? I think what did I do in 1992? I think I joined the Nation of Islam in 1992. That's deep. That's cool. That's back in the day, girl. Okay. So let me see what year you're in now that you just had a happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, of course. Now that you just had okay, good. Now, what's so funny is that you're in 7-8. You're in a number 8-year cycle this year. Now, this is a good year for money. It's a good year for setting up a business if you want to. It's a good year for making certain executive moves. But on the negative of it, I got to give you the positive and negative so you'll understand. The negative of it, that some old bills and old friends and all that kind of stuff can come and haunt you if they're not coming to help you. So you got to be very mindful of who you allow in your circle this year. This is a good year for investments or movement. If you've moved in the last few years, this is also all better for you for advancement at your jobs, taking it to another level, or like I said, setting up your own business. This is a good year for you to do that, sis. Very good year. Also, this is a health cycle, so pay attention to your intestinals, pay attention to your teeth, your bones, your knees. This is a health cycle that rules those particular parts of your stomach area, but it also rules the liver, teeth, bones, knees, and all that. So because you're born on the 25th, you always got to be very mindful of who you eat from and where you eat from. And I wouldn't doubt it if you went down a holistic path in the next couple of years. If it's not this year, next year you're going to consider it going into number 1 year if you haven't already done it already. But this you got to take care of your stomach and whatever you put. And also remember, in order for you to be at your highest, you always got to observe and listen to people more than you speak, because you learn more from listening, because you're very intuitive. You're very intuitive. And when you dream dreams, your dreams are very vivid. When you remember your dreams, you're very vivid, and you always got to be careful of energy vampires. Always got to be careful of energy, because everybody is not supposed to be in your circle. So you always have to protect your circle. Does that make sense?
It does. You hit the nail right on the head. Like, this is amazing. Amazing, especially about my intestinal problems.
Yes.
Like, my nerves get overwhelmed and I feel everything in my stomach.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So and that's why, and your life path is a number 8. So you have to your life path is that number 8 you got, and you're in an 8-year cycle as your birthday come in, it even doubles up that energy. But it's always good to start going towards a proper and start staying away from red meat, especially when you're in that 8-year cycle. Staying away from red, start cutting it down. It's a process. It's not an event. It's nothing fast. This ain't microwave. You gotta take care of yourself because you're still young and you're not getting any younger, but at least you want to be able to maintain yourself so you can do what you have to do. Because according to your alignment number, 7 plus 25 equals 32, you're supposed to be traveling. You got to get that passport up. You need to travel overseas. You need to go someplace. You got things to do. And if you don't take care of your health, you won't be able to do what you want to do.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Make sure you do a session with me, a full session with me, man. I always tell people, let's do the hour, man, because you get it recorded, you get it emailed to you, you get to listen to it over and over again. And it's a conversational piece where you get to ask questions throughout the whole thing. And I read your name and your birthday, and we get in on the different years that you're going through, all of that. We go through it, relate health, wherever you want to go with it, I go with it.
Right.
All right.
I'm definitely gonna do that. Thank you.
Thank you, beautiful. You be safe out there. All right. All right. Peace.
Thank you.
Peace. That's right. Hey, this is what it is. This is what it's all about. Understand that numerology is just here to guide. It's not here to take nothing away from you. It won't take you away from religion. It won't take you away. It will help you to become a better religious person, a better Pan-Africanist, a better teacher, a better doctor, a better lawyer, a better plumber, a better business person. Because numerology reveals cycles and season. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a YouTube thing on time. There's a time and season for everything. This one is called Open Line with King Simon. Open Line with King Simon. Open Line Conversation with King Simon. On the few more hours, Marcus Garvey birthday will be in effect. And of course, I love Marcus Garvey since I was a child because my family's from Cuba and Jamaica, and the Jamaican side primarily were always about playing Garvey music, playing reggae music that pushed Garvey and all of that kind of stuff. So again, if you do want to call in before I get off, I got 3 more minutes. I'm getting off at 11 o'clock, 3 more minutes. You can call in right now. Whoever calls in is going to be my last caller. That's 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828. Call me right now. Like Miss Cleo used to say, call me now. She was born August the 12th. Happy belated birthday to that ancestor. Big up to her. Call me now. Let me go to the phone lines real quick. Turn down your speaker so we don't get a feedback. Turn down your speaker. Good day. How are you? Good day. How are you? Peace, my brother. How you feeling, man? Where you calling from?
Hey, man, I'm blessed. I'm calling from Florida.
Florida. I'll be down there in December. I'll be down there the whole. Turn down your speaker so we don't get a feedback. Turn down the speaker. Okay, turn down that speaker. Yeah. Great. So I'll be down in Florida for like the whole month of December, going into the whole month of January too. I might do a lecture out there. I'll let you know if you text me, and I'll get you an email. I'll put you on the email list. But I'll be out there. But what's?
I follow everything you do. I love the knowledge, man. I love the knowledge. I need to get my voice going.
No problem.
Break things down. I love the information you give out. Man.
Thank you, brother. I love and respect all of y'all, man. When is your birthday, my brother?
My birthday is March 5th, 1996.
Oh, man. March 5th, man. 96? Hello?
Yes, sir.
1996? Oh, man. First of all, you're an old soul. I see the old soul energy. You're supposed to be running your own business, and I think you already know that because you don't like working for people. You don't like working for people. Hey, does that make sense so far, brother? At 1996 is the year you're born. So, and that adds up to it adds up not to a master number, it adds up to 2004, which is a 6. Now, when you have that 2004, which is a 6, it's all about balance. It's all about love. You give people the benefit of the doubt because you're a good person, but you always got to protect yourself and be careful of people that you let around you. Always remember that, because your energy is very valuable especially a water sign, because water signs are very intuitive and y'all pick up on other people's energy. Have you ever been around somebody and you got fully drained after they left you? They just drain you. You ever been around a person like, yeah, because you got to be careful of energy vampires always. And a good book for those people that have these water energies, born under water signs or water numbers like 2 and 7, or water signs like Pisces, Scorpio, and the other water sign there. What's the other water sign? Pisces, Scorpio, and there's one more water sign. Everybody knows that. Everybody say the water sign. Tell me the water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, and what else? What is the other water sign? But water signs and water numbers, it's a good book to read called Energy Vampires. Energy Vampires, a good book to read called Energy Vampires. And here's another good book. I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. I've just read it. It's very small. It's only 77 pages. Cancer. Yes, Cancer. Thank you very much. This is a very good book. 77 pages. It's called Empath and How to Thrive as a Highly Sensitive Person. So you're very sensitive and you always got to protect your energy. Aquarius is not a water sign. It's an air sign that pours water. Somebody just said Aquarius. But because you're born under the number 6 energy, brother, I mean, your life path is a number 6. You're a healer. So people that come towards you also want that healing, especially in relationship. And there's something that you have to heal from within your family, if it makes sense. Something that you have to, whether it's with the male in your family or the female in your family, there's something that you have to heal and forgive. Remember, forgiveness is the highest form of healing. The more you forgive and let go, the more you will grow. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
So you know what you need to do. When you know what you need to do. I don't need to go any further than that, but I do respect you, my brother. I want you to stay focused and I want you to do great things, because you're supposed to leave a legacy according to your alignment number, which is an 8. You're supposed to leave a legacy for whatever children you plan on having and whatever family. But because you're number 5, I don't suggest that 5s get married too fast. I suggest you take your time. And when you're ready to get married, after you finish doing all the playing that you love playing, relax, and then settle around 40s going into your 50s. But just remember that whoever you attract, young man, they're coming to you to get some type of healing, and you need something from them. So you got to be very mindful of how you deal with sisters nowadays, because they're more sensitive in the 2000s more than ever, because we're in that sensitive frequency of the female. And the 2000s don't represent that it's only about female, but it's about the balance and men needing to have empathy, be empathetic towards other people. Because we've dogged out women a lot, especially brothers. We've dogged out women a lot, and now women are on the defensive, and they're becoming other things instead of becoming partners and becoming friends of ours. So we need to, as a young man, I want you to just stay focused. Because you're number 5, you can be all over the place. You can be scattered, but because you're my son's age, I'm trying to show you that I've been down that road. You don't need to go down that road if somebody like myself can guide you to be a better person. That's all it is. All right, my brother?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
I'm doing what you got to do. And hey, run your own multiple streams of business. That's what you're supposed to do. Find what you love and turn them into businesses. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, my brother. Peace. Yes, sir. That's it. That was the last one I was going to do. That's how you got to talk to your young folks, man. Because I had people that talked to me when I was young. So, and I really respect when younger people that have just called, born in the 80s, born in the 90s, and all these people that call, he born on the March the 5th. The person that called me, they was born August the 11th. The other person that called me, that was born January the 11th. The other person that called me, that's born 7/25. The other one that called me, that was 7/21. The other person that called me, that was 4/18. The other person that called me, that was 8/21. And the other person that called me, that was born on January the 17th. Yeah, respect to y'all. Respect to y'all. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. Please share this video. Share this with other friends and family, and share it on your Facebook or Instagram, whatever. Share it, and let people know that I'm here. And it's not how much I know, it's how much I care. That's really what it is, because I've been through it. You're looking at a person that I've said, and big up to that sister that went through suicidal thoughts and because of a loss of a loved one. You're looking at a person that went through thinking about taking their life 3 times. And if I had done that, you would not see me today. You wouldn't see me as jovial and happy today, because I no longer think like that. I keep my mind motivated. Every morning I'm listening to motivational things. And is it hard? Sometimes it is hard. Sometimes it comes. Sometimes you think that life is tiring, it's too stressful and all that. And yes, because of all the distractions that we have going towards us, that's attacking us from all angles, it is a real devastating prison that we're in. This is all prison. But again, life is but a dream. We're rowing our boats gently down the stream of life. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Be happy, be merry, be happy. You know, listen to songs like Ain't No Stopping Us Now. Listen to songs like Be Happy. Listen to songs by that keeps you happy. Listen to motivational lectures that keep you up, because believe me, they have kept me here for the last 52 years. Yes, I am 52 years young. That means I've went around the sun 52 cycles around the sun, and that's a short time. So you're looking at somebody that almost took their life at a young age, and now I'm here to speak to you and use my talents to help guide you to the best. Am I an angel? No. Believe me, I went through the foolishness. As a matter of fact, my book called When the Late Bell Rang, my autobiography, is going to come out when I'm 55, and that's going to tell a lot. It's going to tell a lot. I won't mention names, but those who read it will know who they are. Put it like that. But I won't mention names, because I'm going to keep it clean. And but it's going to be truthful all the way from my recollection of my life in the business of promotion, productions, my life in parties and all that. Believe me, I talk to young people like that because I've been in the party. I've been the womanizer. I've been that. I went through those lives. I've been that big time in New York City. So I know what it is. And still, I was going through struggles. I've been married 3 times. I've been fired 3 times for marriage, but I've been married 3 times. But this time, if I do go down the marriage road, it's always about taking myself to the highest level and dealing with the women that I deal with in my circle. You don't always have to be, every time you deal with sisters, brothers, you don't always have to sleep with them. It doesn't have to go that way. You just have to show them respect and give them guidance. Because if you come into a woman's life, those sisters that are watching me, if a man come into your life and they aren't showing you how to be at your highest and wisest, or how to start your own business, or how you have great potential to start your own business, or showing your children that you already had from a previous level that they can be a family and an empire amongst themselves, what are they doing with you? They're wasting time. So sisters, brothers, it's time to be balanced. These years of 2000 doesn't just represent the feminine energy, because the 2 is ruled by the feminine energy, but it represents compassion. It represents balance in these years of the 2000. All the way we're here, 2019, it's about balance. It's about balancing and connecting with each other in multiple ways, on mental level, from the lowest level to the highest level. And that's what it's all about. So I want to thank each and every one of you that called in and showed your love. Each and every one of you that want to do a numerology session or a numerovation session, please text me your full name and date of birth. Text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. 1022. Whatever position in life you're in, whether you're at a so-called low position or you're at a high position. I've done celebrities. I've done the friends of celebrities. I've done business people. Remember, numerology or numerovation helps you to reveal and help you with your cycles. You can talk to me about a half an hour with business. You can talk about how certain moves you should make, whatever. So if you want to move to another city, another state, you can talk about all that. It's a conversational piece with King Simon when you do a session with me. And like I said, the advertisement rate is $2 per minute, a minimum of 35 minutes you have to do to an hour. That's totally up to you. If you want to record it, it's $90 for the whole 35 minutes, or it's $130 for the whole hour. Hey, it's an investment. And if you're not willing to invest in yourself or the people that you care about around you, then what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you here for? It's all about investment. So enough respect to each and every one of you. Remember, my website is kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. You can go to my bio, learn my history, find out about me, get products, all that. Remember, my books are online also. You can go to kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com and go to the product, and it takes you to the books and t-shirts that I sell. If you want to, like I said, if you want to come to any of my events, it's kingsimonproductions.eventbrite.com. That's kingsimonproductions.eventbrite.com. I got a Delbert Blair tribute coming up on September 22nd. I'll be speaking with Sister Khadijah and Brother Panic about doing an event with them in October. And then in November, that's going to be the finale of my promotional days. I've been doing promotion professionally for 24 years. I'm not new to this. I am true to this professionally, but I was doing promotion way before that. But professionally for 24 years, started in 1995. So I'm doing my 24-year celebration. And if you want to come to that celebration, it's going to be live stream. The Delbert Blair event will be live stream. But if you want to come to that celebration, it will be held in Brooklyn, New York, 24 years celebration and promotion and production. I have some great speakers that's going to be in the building. And the theme of that event is also called Health, Wealth, Love, and Mathematical Thinking for the Future. That's what it's all about. And please, you can go to my Eventbrite and get the tickets for that. We'll be live streaming it at usalivestream.com. That's usalivestream.com. If you're not an Instagram friend of mine yet, please go to my Instagram. That's King Simon Productions at Instagram, or King Simon Productions at Facebook, or King Simon on Facebook, MC Simon on Facebook, King Simon Prod on Twitter. That's King Simon Prod on Twitter, but also Numeroversity on Instagram also. And if you do need to email me, please email me at King Simon Productions. That's production with an S or without an S at gmail.com. That's King Simon Productions without an S or with an S at gmail.com. Or you can email me at numbers are simple, numbers, the letter R, simple at gmail.com. And also my website, King Simon Productions. The website, my other website is numbersaresimple.com. That's numbersaresimple.com. And let me see here. Where's my book? I understand that I'm in the top 10 list of Numerovation or numerology books being sold. Lloyd called me today and told me that him and I are running neck to neck for this year as one of the top selling numerology books. Thank you very much. Thank y'all very much for supporting me, man. Thank y'all very much for sending me that love. What does the serpent on the crown represent? Usually it represents the higher part of Kemet. That's what I remember Dr. Ben them saying. It either the high, I think it was either the lower, and then the eagle represented the higher, and the falcon represented the higher, and the serpent represented the lower part of Kemet. That's what I remember Dr. Ben used to say. But Google up Dr. Ben when he teaches that. It's in his book. Dr. Ben teaches that in his book also about this serpent. This is Dr. Africa's. I'm going to be pulling it off right now anyway. This is Dr. Africa's. I was just wearing it briefly, but it is what it is. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be watching this. And remember, Marcus Garvey's birthday together. So reminisce, think about Marcus Garvey, post him on your pages, on your Instagram, on your social media. Let's set up an algorithm for Marcus Garvey, because Marcus Garvey did his work. Marcus Garvey did his work. And of course, I always end my programs on radio back in the day, terrestrial radio back in the day. I used to say, up, you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will. One aim, one God, one aim, and one destiny. That was a saying of the most honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. I love and respect you. Please love and respect yourself even more, and love and respect all those that are around you that really are here to support you and really become a friend of you or a family member. True family members, true friends are hard to come by. So please show them love, show them respect, and show them that you have love and respect for yourself as well as them. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. King Simon is out of the building. Later.